Our situation is very tough, very difficult, but expect better days, Tinubu assures Nigerians. The Bola Tinubu presidency has urged Nigerians to continue to keep faith with the government. According to him, things are changing in the country. The president's thoughts were conveyed by the National Security Advisor, NSA, Nuhu Ribadu. Ribadu acknowledged the difficulties facing the country, but noted that the government was working tirelessly to rewrite the story. Things are happening in our country today. People may not like us. They will probably disagree with one or two, but fundamentally, things are changing, and Nigeria will change, he said, months after the government floated the naira and also stopped the payments of subsidy on petrol. Two policies experts say they are responsible for the state of the country's economy. The economy is changing. Very tough, very difficult, very huge challenges we are facing, but I can assure you, better days are ahead of us, he added. If you are a bad man, whether you are inside Nigeria or outside, you are in trouble. We will go after you. We will bring you to justice, he said. The president's appeal comes amid growing general inflation and food inflation. Already, food inflation stands at 39%, whilst general inflation is put at 33%. Many businesses have also been reported as closing down due to the harsh economy in the country, especially occasioned by subsidy removal and naira devaluation. Although the government has continued to promise better governance and better economic indices, Nigerians continue to lament. Now, let's see what other people have to say about this. Renewed hope. Hit the ground running. If this man remains in that position 50 years from now, he will do nothing. He does not have anything to offer. You are very bold, courageous, zealous, and capacity to finish this country with hunger. But thank God, as far as raining season, the famine, hunger will not catch us. If only we had a man like you a long time ago, we would have forgotten about what is going on now. We still have confidence in Tinubu. God's guidance and protection, Mr. President. He will say this for 8 years and nothing will happen. I don't know how can an educated nation like Nigeria entrust an old man who cannot think well to rule them. I do not get it. It is only fools that would take this man's promise serious. We have already handed over our situation in this country to God. The best president. He is bold, courageous in his policies that will yield a better result, though painful at the moment. Thank you, the city boy, for at least assuring us for a better tomorrow. No wonder in your campaign promises, you said you will continue where Buhari stops, and indeed you are doing that by giving us hope in a hopeless situation. That is what you will keep doing till your 8 years elapse. Thank you for building Nigeria as you built Lagos from now till 2031. As if he knows the true state of the nation, kindly inform him that you made the above statements for him. My only happiness is that politicians can never carry other relations to heaven as long as Nigeria is concerned. Nothing will be better with you. Your policies are what make things difficult here in Nigeria. Solidarity forever, Mr. President. We pray for more grease to your elbow as you corner us to a new level. We are cordially grateful and may God bless you. The signs of better days in any country is to see honest people in charge. A man who made his billions from public funds has opaque background, questionable educational history, and very insensitive to the flair of his people is far from being honest. Only God can save Nigerians from the clutch of the merchants of imperialist interest. The most educated people in Nigeria are turning the country to headquarters of poverty. This was exactly the promise Buhari gave us. At last, it becomes a basket full of water promise. We understand, Mr. President. We also want you to understand that this will be your last and only tenure, God willing. Just expect nothing from them and you will not be disappointed. Disappointment comes with expectation. The dollar is down because of the loan he just took, and Nigerians sending money home for Christmas. They did not implement any new policies or reduce any government spending. So if you still have money, keep it in dollars to avoid shock in January. Criminals have never protected the wealth of any society. You remove fuel subsidy before getting to office. You increase electricity tariff. You introduce taxes on everything in Nigeria. Dollars increased beyond imagination. Our suffering in Nigeria is artificial suffering caused by you. The person under shade never knows how sunny it is outside. The problem of Nigerians is voting for people that never tasted poverty in their lives. Tinubu was born and brought up in a rich family background. He never wakes up without 3 square meals a day. That is why he is the man he is today. And that is why he would keep telling you to be patient and that there is better days ahead. He removes subsidy, injects severe taxation, increased electricity tariff, etc. And he believes he is doing good to the poor Nigerians because he never knew what it meant to be poor. I don't blame him. I blame the people who voted for people that never knew him. Buhari said such for more than 50 times. So what happens during subsidy removal? Stop telling us something that we had before. This is the same way Buhari kept promising and wasted our 8 years for nothing. Birds of the same feather flock together. But do not forget Buhari is root causing the hardship. All politicians in Nigeria, from the president to the councillors, need to be educated on policy formulation, strategy and implementation, most especially those policies that are aimed at transforming the country by calming the continuous dilapidation and deterioration in all sectors and sections of the economy. Every one of us cannot deny the fact that Nigeria is sick in all angles, but the approach taken by our governments are always full of ignorance and at the end lead to tragic catastrophe and unintended outcomes generally. For instance, anytime they talk about favoring or improving the lives of the poor masses, they end up becoming more poorer whilst the rich get richer. Buhari's CBN policy at the tail end of his tenure could be one of the worst change policies / programs in our recent times. It was a mega but insane 3-in-1 policy that only caused so much injuries to the proposed beneficiaries, adding to their frustrations. At the end, no success was recorded because unknown to many, it was initially unrealistic and dead on arrival, shaped by poor or no plans, no preparation, no consultation, no statistics, and necessary demographics, no proper timing, but only unproductive propaganda and useless ultimatums. Later comes the issue of fuel subsidy leakages to be addressed by Tinubu. Using the usual style or tactics and propaganda only resulted to moving the subsidy that was claimed to be siphoned by very few individuals as the only available strategy. No plans, no preparations, and so the poor masses ended up receiving being the receiving end and unlucky victims of circumstances. People's purchasing power is deteriorating by the day. Gainful employees are becoming reduced, underemployed, and becoming underemployed, and the unemployed are up for grab in the crimes of markets. Tax reform is just another round of opportunity to plunge the poor in another mess by the use of similar propaganda to benefit the poor against the rich. Isn't it the joke of the year? Isn't it going to make the poor poorer again? Our inability to learn, even from our recent and immediate past, is another problem why we are not getting things right. Well, these people have all given their opinions on this. Make sure to leave your own opinions in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And make sure to turn on notifications so you can be notified when we upload daily content here on this channel. And make sure to share this video with your family and friends so that they know what is going on and they can give their own opinions on this.